Hola, me llamo Naomi y me toca el papel de Naomi.
Hola, me llamo Shelby y me toca el papel de Elisa.
Hola, me llamo Alexa y me toca el papel de Alexa.
Hola, me llamo Tasia y me toca el papel de Tasia. Our section is Unit 2, Chapter 3. Our learning objectives are order in a restaurant, ask for and pay the restaurant bill, and to talk about things to do in the city.
Our grammar objectives are direct object pronouns, indirect object pronouns, and double object pronouns.
Our vocabulary categories are order in a restaurant, ask for and pay for a restaurant bill, things to do in the city, and other words and phrases.
Hola, amigas.
Hola, Shelby, feliz cumpleaños.
Sí, feliz cumpleaños.
¿Qué nos recomiendas? Instead of asking Shelby to recommend something for me, Alexa, and Tasia, she uses the indirect pronoun nos to indicate who she's talking about without repeating herself. Usually, when there is an indirect object, there also is a direct object pronoun, but we'll get into that later. In the meantime, here's the rest of the indirect object pronoun. Remember, the first and second person indirect object pronouns are the same as the direct object pronouns me, te, nos, and os.
Les recomiendo los tacos. Ellos tienen los tacos mejor.
Shelby used the indirect object pronoun, aka IOP, les, in front of the conjugated verb recomendar. When using IOPs, they are usually placed before conjugated verbs. They also may be attached to infinitives and endo forms.
Bien, yo ordeno los tacos.
Yo ordeno el pescado con verduras. Yo ordeno el pollo con verduras.
Yo también quiero lo mismo.
We will now learn how to use direct object pronouns like mentioned before. Like indirect object pronouns are used when you don't want to keep repeating the direct object noun. Shelby used the direct object pronoun lo to talk about the food without having to repeat it. Direct object pronouns are also placed before the conjugated verbs and may follow infinitives and NDO forms. Here are the rest of the direct object pronouns.
Hola chicas, ¿qué desean?
Yo ordeno el pescado con verduras.
Quiero tacos, por favor.
Sí, un momento.
Nosotros te compramos un regalo.
Increíble! Son boletos para mi favorita comediante. Gracias, amigas.
Vamos después que comimos la cena.
Excelente.
¿Se le ofrece algo más?
No, gracias, nada más. ¿Nos trae la cuenta, por favor?
Así como no. Se la traigo enseguida. Aquí tienen la cuenta. Muchas gracias.
Yo pago la cuenta. Muchísimas gracias, Naomi. Ya pagué la cuenta, vámonos.
Estamos aquí.
Excelente, estoy emocionada.
I think we missed one.
Encuentra los asientos.
Están ahí.
Bienvenidos, buenas noches, señores y señoras. Aquí está su comediante de la noche. Jorgito Lopez.
¿Por qué el pollo cruzó la calle?
¿Por qué?
Porque quería ir para la carnicería.
Mira ese zapato. Celo está comiendo.
Now that we learned about DOPs and IOPs, it's time to learn about double object pronouns. Double object pronouns are used when there are both direct and indirect object pronouns in the same sentence.
When using double object pronouns, remember that the indirect object goes in front of the direct object. Both pronouns go in front of the conjugated verb.
You have two choices for times when a conjugated verb is in the infinitive or endo form. The double object pronoun can either go before the verb or attach to the end of it.
Here is a rule to remember. When there are two third-person pronouns in a sentence, replace the indirect object pronoun to say. Alexa wanted to say, she is eating it. So she said,
Cela está comiendo. De nada, esta noche fue divertida.
La comida fue deliciosa y la comediante fue muy cómica.
Sí. Adiós. Buenas noches.
Adios.
Adiós.